Hey everybody, this is Jesse with the Leduc Real Estate Group at eXp Realty with another weekly real estate tip. So this one is a bit of a recycled tip, admittedly, but it's one that's really, really important. And I'm going to talk about pricing your home effectively. More so than that, I'm going to talk about pricing your home effectively from the start. Okay, so we've all heard the expression that you never get a second chance to make a first impression, right? You're meeting somebody new, whether it's a business setting, a personal setting, a client setting, whatever, doesn't matter. You only have one chance to make a first impression. Well, it's the same concept when you're listing your house for sale. That first initial list price is crucial to the success of the process. And that's why hiring an agent with expertise in that particular area who really knows their stuff is a very important thing. So pricing is not an exact science, right? So sometimes there's a little bit of trial and error. But for the most part, you want to make sure that you get it really close right off the bat. Because look, we all know that we're in a bit of a buyer's market. So every buyer out there is looking for a deal, right? No matter what the home is listed at, even if the home is amazingly well priced, buyers are still going to come in way down here because it's a buyer's market and I can do this, right? That's what they're thinking. And rightfully so. If I'm representing the buyer, it's exactly what I'm telling them, right? And this is what I've been telling people lately, because what I'm seeing is that despite there being this really kind of glut of inventory on the market, homes are selling relatively close to what they're listed at. So why is that? Well, my opinion on that is that when you list your home for sale in a market like this, you have zero leverage. Okay, you are hoping. And as long as you hire the right person, this is what you're going to get. You're going to get a home that's priced really well. You're going to get really effective marketing. You're going to get the right eyeballs, and you're going to get enough eyeballs on this property in order to get as many people through the door in a short amount of time as possible so that you can get an offer. It be a decent offer. You negotiate it somewhere in the middle and everybody walks away happy. That's what we're all trying to do here. Okay, but what we need to understand, though, is a little bit of kind of buyer and seller psychology. So you list a home, you have no leverage. Okay. So the home is being marketed effectively. Great. You get an offer. Fantastic. Okay, this is great. So I think what's happening is now the pendulum is swinging back the other way so that you, the seller, have a lot of leverage. Because think about it. Out of all the homes out there that this buyer could have chose, they chose yours. They want it. There's a reason they chose yours. Emotionally, like up here, they've already bought it. They're already placing their furniture. Oh my gosh, we got to get a new couch because ours won't fit there. Our couch would fit perfectly there. And hey, this would be perfect for the baby's room. And my office is going to go over here. This is what they're thinking the whole time when they've decided to put pen to paper and write an offer. Okay, so now you have leverage as the seller. And I think that's why homes are selling relatively close to list price. So anyways, but that's not going to happen if the price isn't at least in the right ballpark. So when I'm sitting down with a potential seller and we all are in agreement on the home's value, which happens most of the time, right? Sometimes we're a little bit off and we got to figure it out and make some changes. But for the most part, we all think the home is worth this. And let's just say 400. Okay, the home's worth $400,000. We all think it's going to sell right around 400. Great. So pricing it at 450 is not doing anybody any favors. And you as the seller go, well, geez, I don't want to leave any money on the table. I understand that. But here's what's going to happen. You have your home priced at 450. All the other homes priced at 450 are going to be larger. Maybe they have a basement development and you don't. They're going to have triple garages instead of double garages. They're going to be newer. They're going to be more modern. They're going to have higher end finishings. So you're putting yourself at a disadvantage. People are not even going to come look at your house because when they click through all these homes online around 450 grand, yours is very obviously the crappiest one. Okay. So now we're priced. So, okay. Eventually we're going to, oh, geez, it's not working. Let's go to 440. Still not enough to really entice that many people to come to the door. Now we go to 430. Not really. 420. Okay. Now we're starting to get some activity. We're priced more appropriately. We're getting some showings, but we're not getting any offers yet. It's like, man, okay. Boom. 4099. All of a sudden we get an influx of people through the home, get a bunch of people coming to looking. Bam, we get an offer. Great. The only problem is we've been on the market for 6 months. So where do you think that offer is going to come in at? They're going to lowball the crap out of you. Why wouldn't they? Right? You're in a market where the average days on market realistically is around 100 days and you've been on the market for significantly longer than that. They're going to try and railroad you all day long. So that's one way to go about doing this whole thing, to ensure that you don't leave money on the table, when in fact you're likely going to take less than if you just did it this way. We all think the home's worth 400. We just price it at 409.9 right from the get-go. Okay, get an influx of people in the first 2 to 4 weeks. Bam, we get an offer. Okay, that leverage, that pendulum that I was talking about, that is significantly now in your favor, because out of all the homes they could have chose, they chose yours, and they chose it within the first few weeks when the average days on market is closer to 100. So even if the offer is a low ball, it probably will be, just warning you, the first number when you get an offer is irrelevant, okay? It's irrelevant. Anyways, it's going to be much easier to negotiate a price closer to list price because you have the leverage. You've been on the market significantly shorter amount of time than the days on market. We priced the home effectively from the get-go, and of all the stuff they could have chose, they chose yours, so you know they want it. So now you can get really close to list price. So bam, you sell it for $405 instead of $395 6 months from now. You just earned $10,000 more than you would have, okay? Plus you had to show it significantly fewer times. You didn't have to clean up for so long. You didn't have to get frustrated at your real estate agent and sour a relationship, nothing like that, okay? So pricing a home is an important thing. Pricing a home well from the start is even more important, because remember, you never have a second chance to make a good first impression. My name is Jesse with the Leduc Real Estate Group. There's another weekly real estate tip. I hope you all will come back again and watch another one. Cheers.